Hi, and welcome to mini YouTube vlog. Today we're going to be talking about moving out. Moving out is a collaborative post between I, myself, of course, and honeydrop blog. I'm very sure you're going to enjoy it, so stay tuned. So, according to honeydrop post, moving out involves who is going to fund it. Can you afford the lifestyle of moving out? Not just moving out is just raining and you want to join moving out. Can you really afford living alone, like moving out? Like, okay. Then are you really moving out entirely, like out of the state, like from one state to another? Where you're moving out, like, is it nearer to your new job? You understand? So it involves a lot of things. Then when it comes to other things like cost, like according to Honey Job Post, like moving out like involves buying an apartment, you understand, and turning to a home you get. So when you now come, let's talk about apartments. Just getting an apartment that is within your budget is like survival of the fittest, is a war on its own. Then when you now get these apartments, now buying things to make this apartment into a home that you want, like the home you have visualized, the home you have dreamed about. Oh my gosh. That one is like a big problem on its own. Then, according to our Procure doctor, he was like, moving out is okay, but have you seen the price of cotton lately? Like, it was funny. So, then apart from moving out and buying things to develop your home the way you want it, like maybe some homes you see on Instagram, be like, I want white wall, I want this, I want a hanger and standing hanger, I want that, I want this for my vlog and everything. They are money and you buy equipment and everything. So apart from that, then we only job post also talk about food, roommates and housemates. So you already know food these days is something else. Like it's something else entirely. Eating food as a whole is another ball game. Then when it comes to roommates, she was of the opinion that getting a roommate is a nice thing that you understand maybe can reduce cost and loneliness and all that. I'm against a roommate or flatmate, but really I've lived with a roommate, and before I was the opinion of wow, having a roommate is nice, I don't want to be alone. But lately some certain things that have been happening in my life, I'll be like, I don't really think I need a roommate. Roommate comes with a lot of things. Like, do you know how that person is going to behave? Are you a kind of person that can really curtail whatever behavior anybody comes with? Like, can you curtail behavior? Some people don't take shit. Like, and if you can't take shit, you really can't have a roommate. You get, because some behaviors that you can see, you understand, some things that will occur that you may not be okay with. Maybe you just want to live your life the way you want to live it, and then you have a roommate, somebody that is always telling you, I don't like this, I don't like that, do this way, do this that way, that one is bad, this one is good. You understand? Almost like somebody restricting your freedom. But anyway, some people can actually live with a roommate. Some people actually want a roommate. I was one of those people until not long ago. But right now, I don't really think I'm going to have a roommate. Like that roommate part, I think is going to be cancelled in my dictionary because yeah, I'm planning to really move out, but not right now. But whenever I'm going to do it, before I was like of the opinion of having a roommate, but I don't think I'm going to have a roommate. So you're going to tell me in the comment section, what do you think? Do you want to have a roommate, or do you think it's okay not to have a roommate, or you don't wish to have a roommate? What exactly is your opinion on this roommate issue? We also talk of some other things like she talked of electricity. Electricity is a different ball game. Like even just when you're living in your parents' house, you already know what's you going on in electricity. Like NEPA bill is something you'll be asking yourself, show. It's not just this one television and this small mini fridge, if you even have a fridge that is bringing all this bill and others you get. So apart from electricity, then she talks about landlords. Like I've really been hearing this a lot. She talked about the fact that landlords don't really like giving out their apartment to single people, mainly freelancers, as maybe people that stay at home. You understand, work at home. They be like, "What are you doing at home? Are you sure you're not Yahoo Yahoo?" And then when you're now somebody that works with your phone or your system, oh my God, that's a you will continue answering question every time. And it's really bad. Like it's really really bad. Why must somebody be married before they can move out, before you can give them a house? Some landlord will be of the opinion that they want stability. They don't want people that always party. They want people that have responsibilities. I don't really make sense. Like really, like being single. A single person doesn't mean the person doesn't have responsibilities. The person is not responsible enough. It doesn't really make sense. So you're going to tell me, what do you think about landlord issue? As in, have you ever had a landlord issue before, or what have you had about landlord issue that you don't like? Will you like a living landlord, like a landlord that lives in your compound? Like if you breathe, the landlord knows you breathe. How? What do you think of it? Many job posters of the opinion that living outside your house, like as a university student living in your school hostel or anything, does not really is not really the same thing as moving out. She said now that it is not moving out. No, no, no. Living outside as a university student is not moving out. I was of the opinion that since I'm living outside as a university student, of course, university students, you cook for yourself, you feed, you manage your money and everything. Although you some people get pocket money from their parents and all, but I actually thought even as a university student might actually partially count as moving out. But honey job post was of the opinion that no, it doesn't count. So what do you think? Does it count or doesn't it count? Job blog also dropped some tips on moving out. So she was of the opinion you should save, 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 and save because money actually stops depression. Then, of course, she was of the opinion that you should get an apartment that's in the middle of all your daily activities. Maybe an apartment from where you can easily get to a school, a mosque, a shopping mall, if you're a type that parties, a club, and other things. Then she was of the opinion that you should not buy on impulse. You don't really need a lot of things. Don't buy on impulse when you're moving out. Do not. It's going to take your money, and you understand money you need for other important things. Then of course she was of the opinion that if there are anything you need that you can't really afford, then you can save up for it, and or you can also buy second hand from credible dealers. You mustn't really buy everything brand new. Then you have to learn to budget, like you have to budget through everything, have a budget and everything, because now you're living on your own, you're managing yourself. Then of course, so she also talked about getting a flatmate or a roommate. If you can, she said it's very good to get, it's just going to be very good for you to get a flatmate or a roommate. Then she also said that if you really live in within the states, and then maybe within the state where your parents live, that is another advantage, because you stay in your house and when it seems like it's going to choke you, you can go to your parents' house. You get things that honey job blog things you're going to get, or you're from living alone or from moving out. She said you're going to learn financial freedom, like you understand financial management. You have to be able to manage your finance very well. You're going to learn self-confidence and self-knowledge. Then of course she said that you're going to build deeper friendship with people. You're going to be more creative. You're going to learn. You're going to make mistakes, and you're going to learn from your mistakes. So tune in. You're going to be accountable for your mistake, because you're alone. Whatever mistake you make, nobody made you make the mistake, and you may even actually be the only person that knows what you did, like any decision you take. So you're going to be accountable for your decisions. And then, of course, we are coming to the end of moving out. So if you have any tips or anything you think of on moving out, if you have moved out and you feel there are some things that we didn't talk about here, or some things you had about moving out, please kindly drop them in the comment section. Be very grateful. We're talking about honey job blog. Like honey job blog is like a lifestyle content blog, you understand? It's mainly for young millennium and then the Gen Z generation. It was really a honey job blog that make me understand what is Gen Z generation. So you can check out their blog post as is the Gen Z season to understand really what it means to be a Gen Z. Then of course, this blog also talk about a lot of things like beauty, food, entertainment, etc. You can get a lot of things from this blog, even your career. So I'm going to be telling you some topics on the blog that got some posts, like blog posts you can read, such as my Nigerian interethnic marriage. Is it worth it or not? Okay, then hello with Jensen season. I actually love this one. Then talking about should I get a master's degree or should I get a job? Okay, then exploring digital skills and a lot more on the blog. So just go to Honey Job blog, click on the link in your bio, and of course you're going to move down to the blog. And this blog, of course, is written by a beautiful doing. So thank you for tuning in, and expect our next mini YouTube blog. So can you tell me, is there any creative or any blog you want me to collaborate with, or is there any topic you want me to talk about? Comment below. Thank you for watching.